Welcome to another episode of Sleazy Sports. And today I'm joined by Luando. What's Gucci, my G?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm nervous, but I'm good, bro. Yo, bro, this coming weekend, it's a big weekend, bro. It's a
I know
big
weekend
weekend,
in Kulu. It's
dog.
a big weekend, dog. It's gonna be
Are you?
interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Did you say something?
How you doing though?
I know. I'm cool. I'm cool. Calm, collected. I just watched the Proteas dismantle
Aust-
Australia. Dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. You know our cricket team is not, it's not the same as the rugby team. You
You
know, with the rugby team,
can't put too much trust in them, but they give
ex-
you hope. They'll always give you enough hope, bro.
dude, it's just with the Proteas, especially with certain teams. I mean, Australia, India, England, New Zealand. Those are the countries that tend to, we tend to be a bit shaky when we play against them, but I'm
Yeah,
just glad we won, and we won emphatically. I was surprised that we even recorded 311 runs, which is
both.
it was, yeah,
Yeah, both games to be scoring. I remember a few months ago, dude. Probably yeah, not too long ago. Our batting lineup,
ish,
couldn't put runs together. So between the last couple of leading up to this World Cup, everyone's been on point. Even in the first game, people showed up.
yeah,
Scoring over 400. Um, and then scoring over 300 again in the second game on a pitch that was not the
dude,
best pitch. It wasn't a great pitch at all, bro. So to put up 300 is great. And I think, yeah, you saw how Australia struggled with the batting as well. But we bowled well. The difference is we bowled well and we took our chances. Like we not like we didn't have like five or whatever drop catches like they had. That was hilarious to see. It's unlike Australia, bro.
yeah, hey, dude, it's like we peaking at the right time as well, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
Quinton de Kock recording his back-to-back centuries. Markram is also on form. Um, like, I'm just surprised as far as our batting is concerned and
exactly.
how solid we are. And I know very well that if we put up a decent total, no, our bowling attack, dog, against anyone in the world, they can come, bro. I think that's where our strength lies.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
does. Those guys always like for the past couple of years. Those guys are the ones who win us matches. So yeah, if we put
yeah,
in a decent batting performance, we on our day will win. But yeah, I
yeah.
don't want to get sold too quickly on these guys because
Ish.
hey, life has taught us something else. We've been here with the Proteas for too long.
For too long, from since we were children, bro. We know
Still
that
have
how the
childhood
approach is,
we still have childhood traumas from 1999. So, like,
dude.
yeah, we've been there. We know. When the game matches, then we'll talk. Right now, it's just like
100%.
good, but
Yeah.
yeah, let's see.
I know, indeed. And I mean, of course, Proteas are doing well. Let's segue to the mighty Springboks. I mean, this weekend is going to be very, very interesting. I just wanted us to have just a deep convo about the Springboks before we discuss other teams, bro. I'm not too sure if the squads have been released.
No,
I haven't been on Twitter.
Fox Sprint Squad are still quiet as of recording. There's been
Yeah,
nothing. Now what? It's Thursday, 8 o'clock in the evening in South African time. So, like, yeah, we haven't
yeah,
seen any. Whereas
yes,
I know we holding out for tomorrow to announce the squad.
yeah.
Um, I don't know when France is holding out for, but yeah, at the
You see,
moment, at this stage, I know both sides know who's starting. I'm sure internally the coaches have spoken to the teams, but now it's just a matter of mind games, having a surprise factor, you know, less time for obviously the other team to plan for any
Yeah,
kind of squad announcement. So that's really what's up at the moment. And obviously, if you're a friend side, you know Springboks are either like the 7-1, 6-2,
yeah,
5-3. Like it hasn't been 5-3 a lot, but 6-2, 7-1 more often than not. So now it's like, okay, it's a guessing game, I guess, for both
yeah,
sides. Oh yeah, I think yeah, it's been mind games and all that kind of nonsense all week. So we'll see when the squads are announced tomorrow what the thinking is. I don't know. How do you feel about the way to approach France, bro? Because personally,
yeah,
I don't know because there's no way I can say, yeah, if we do this, we'll kill him at this. They're
yeah,
solid,
yeah, yeah.
solid team across the
Very.
board.
Yeah, no, no, no. That's a very good question, bro. I first want to start off by before I give my actual answer. I like using history. There's a lot
Mhm.
that you can decipher when you use history. Um, we have a fairly good record against France. I mean, we've played them 10 times
Mhm.
and we won seven. And we recently, our last fixture against them, we lost to them. Of course, we're playing at their home ground, and we lost by 3 points. And we lost, and we lost in such. We didn't have a great game against them, but
Sure.
for the mere fact that we were able to score 26 points, yeah, they beat us, I think 26-29. Yeah, that was the final score. So for the mere fact that we were able to still, hold
Put
our own against them and put them under pressure it was a good showing from the boys. If you can perform while you're not playing great, you can still hold your own. It's a great indication. And at the
yeah.
same time, I mean, this is a game that's gonna be it's gonna be all about the forward line, because I
Mm,
think the reason why New Zealand, in comparison to us, they struggled against their forward pack, especially the scrum. But I had a boy of mine who said that the scrummy, I think the loose head scrum, sorry, the loose head prop from
mm,
France liked angling a lot.
yeah.
But of course, um, it's this time around France are up against a team that we specialize in our
It's
forward
safe.
pack. That's where we usually destroy teams. And so personally, I think um we need to, I'm sure we would have learned um against Ireland that at the breakdown we need to be very, very quick. We can't be lapsy and take our time. So I'm certain that we're gonna improve in that aspect. I do think we are gonna go. I think it's gonna be a 6-2 split. I think it's gonna we're gonna go for the forwards heavy. The
Mm,
thing with me is the kicking, bro. We really, really need to be accurate with our kicking, because they also have got a good kicker in Ramos. I think it's their fullback. Yeah, Ramos is very good at kicking, bro. Like he hardly misses. He's like a Owen Farrell slash which other country has a reliable kicker, bro? Like Wales with Dan Bigger, they
yeah.
easy
Even New Zealand with
with thingy Mwanga with
yeah,
Mwanga.
he's
Yeah,
solid.
with
He's
Rich.
solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
solid, bro.
from every position
Especially
of the field.
exactly from every angle,
Yeah,
anyway, and it's very clutch as well. In big games, he also turns up. So for me, people are talking about Anthony. Is it Anthony Dupont or Antoine Dupont? I'm not too
Antoine
sure what.
Dupont.
Yeah, it's Antoine Dupont. Angti is gonna be returning from injury.
Mm,
Um, we don't know how he's gonna be when he returns from his injury, because he recently got his injury. This is not like an arm and Pollard situation where they got
yeah.
to relax for a few months.
So he,
This
he
guy,
should be more, but he should
yeah,
be more match ready than those guys.
exactly, bro. So for me, it's gonna be quite interesting to see as to how the game's gonna pan out. I know very well physically we're gonna have the upper hand. But you know what, bro? I have a man. deja vu from 2011. Remember when we
Yeah,
lost to Australia in the
I
2011
remember
World
that.
Cup?
I remember that call. I was so upset. I remember the game.
And you know why? And you know why we lost.
The
So I want
ref,
us to say thank you. That's
the
what.
ref. It's simple. The ref, bro. The ref,
Yeah, yes,
especially at the
dude.
breakdown. The ref,
Yeah, dude.
the ref.
That's
What was
I
his
don't know why,
name? Shit. Ah,
dude.
I forgot. Yo,
That guy
he
cost us.
killed us. He
He
killed
killed
us.
us.
Like
Yeah,
the way
bro.
the you know the
Yeah,
rucks were riffed were just so bad, bro. And I really
yeah,
hope that you see when you know what I would like, man, especially with regards to
yeah,
the ref, make the calls early, make the clear for both sides, and then set that standard, and then play to that standard throughout the game. So we at least know, okay, this is how much time he's gonna give for certain things. This is the leeway here from the onset. Like, don't have varying degrees of interpreting it. And I mean, I think if he can manage that, and it can be different to the previous game or how the previous refs have managed it, but if it's consistent in that game, at least you know where you stand, and it's for both sides. It would be, it would kill me if we come out of this and be like, yeah, the ref was inconsistent.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because for me,
I remember that final though.
yeah, that's like I was even speaking to my dad about it. I'm like, pops, like they are at home. They're the host nation.
Exactly.
Ish, dude.
And we're not
It's
liked,
something.
dude. We're not liked.
Yeah,
It's very clear
yeah.
that no one likes us.
No one does, bro. It's the Japanese that like us. I'd
Yeah.
say they're the only ones that show us love. Like they still do show us love till today, till this day. But you are right, dog. We not liked, fam.
We're
Like
not
we are
liked.
really not liked,
And I get
bro.
it,
And
bro.
yeah, yeah. And so for me, I just have that fear that I even googled the ref's name. His name is Ben O'Keefe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, yeah, Kifi. So for me, I'm hoping that he isn't gonna screw us over, especially those calls, bro, at the breakdown, because we are far we use a lot of our forwards most of the time. That's
Mm,
how we play. That's how we we dominate teams is through the forward pack. And if we're gonna have a ref who's not gonna be consistent, it is gonna be very, very painful to watch. Because I
yeah,
mean that 2011 game I was heartbroken, and not
I
because
remember
the boys
it.
didn't play well. It's because
I
of how
remember
many
it.
times we were robbed. Penalties going against us when they weren't meant to go against us. The ref was
Look,
meant to blow, and people are putting
turnovers,
hands
man. They were on their knees, bro.
to
They
our Adam Ashley Cooper there, dog,
Cooper was literally
cheating,
on his knees stealing the ball, and I was
bro.
just like,
Yeah,
what
you
happened
know,
to your whistle?
you see what I'm
Hey,
saying, bro?
yeah,
So hey, I'm hoping and I'm praying that Ben is fair, because I think, in all fairness, bro, we should dominate the French in that regard. I think as well, also watching New Zealand, watching how New Zealand prepared for the French is also another thing we also need to take into consideration. They were, of course, it was a huge scoreline. I mean, I think it was 20. Wasn't it like 26-12 or something like that? I
yeah,
forgot what the result was.
but yeah, it was quite a big margin.
It was a
Uh,
big margin, yeah. But yeah, for
considering
me,
like
yeah,
the two nations, like you don't often like, yeah, anything more than 10 is probably a big margin between the bigger tier one countries.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, indeed, indeed, bro. It's a walloping, in my opinion. I mean, if
yeah,
you're gonna lose by 10, if it's 30-10, hey man, yeah, that's
yeah,
a big gap. At least be within a try. Then I'd
yeah.
say that's a close game. But I have a question for you. Who do you start at 10 for the Boks?
Before I get
Yeah,
into that, I'll
yeah,
answer it.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually really nervous about this game, and I was saying to
Mm,
someone today, like, I'm not nervous because I doubt our capabilities. It's just that
yeah.
you pick the host nation, and that
Thank you.
in itself, bro, for me is like It's not a host nation that's not good. It's a host nation that's good. They
Ish.
good.
Very.
They solid. On their day they can beat you, right? Um, and it's a crowd that's gonna be very hostile. I can't remember. I actually can't remember us playing in a very like. Yeah, you can say Australia. Our championship games against New Zealand and so forth. But I think this crowd is gonna be a huge factor. You know how you feel it in say the NBA when you're playing in the playoffs and it's
Yeah.
your that is gonna play into it. And I really hope we can manage our emotions
Yeah.
as best as possible, right?
Mm.
I think if we can manage our emotions and be on an even keel throughout from the start, right? Be accurate, not overreact, not we will be fine. We will be fine. And like and I really hope because now I think that's where you might see Rasi going with a bit more experience in the starting lineup, considering everything. You don't need Oaks who are going to panic in this situation. You need, I obviously you there'll be certain players who like new to the situation, but in most cases you're going to need people who've been there, done that, right? If you can manage that at least for the first half, bro, and keep it a close game, anything is possible. Uh,
Yeah.
because from the onset it's gonna be loud. They're gonna come out firing. So if you can manage that first 40 minutes, even if we're struggling, just manage the first 40 minutes so that we don't lose the game in the first half, right? And I know this sounds defensive, but it's France in France at a World Cup. It's not a normal
Mm.
game. If it was any other team, if we were playing France and they weren't the host nation, I'm telling you, we would I would go in with more bravado.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So yeah, I am nervous about the game. Who do we start at 10 to answer your question? I
Yeah.
honestly still don't have an answer to this, bro. Still, but
Yeah.
but I do go with the 6-2 split as well.
Mm.
I do go,
Definitely.
all things considered, I do go with the 6-2. Who I start, I'll leave that up to Rasi. I really don't. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't mind. Like I do mind in the sense that we need some accurate goal kicking because it matters. It
Yo,
really
bruh.
matters. And then, but at the same time, on his day, LeBock can kick for poles, bro. He showed us. He's showed us before, and our attack runs better.
Yeah.
Him on the field, it runs better at
Mm.
foul, right? But I go for the 6-2. I don't mind who starts, honestly. I go for the 6-2, but yeah, I'm leaning towards LeBock, but I go for the 6-2. Pollard coming off, and I don't know who the other and Villy,
Yeah.
Pollard, Villy, and then yeah, the usual
Forward guys.
bomb
The bomb
squad.
squad. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's for me. That's the game. I don't. Yeah, shit. But then again, now you have a scrum of playing a full 80.
You see,
If you
which
go with that
is
lineup, it's not a. There's no easy answer, bro.
yeah.
There's no easy answer
The
unless
easy the
unless,
the easy answer,
unless you
Lando,
go
is
unless
the
you
easy
go
answer,
Yeah.
Lando, is we smash them. We smash them from the first minute. We smash them in the 10th minute. We smash them by halftime. We smash them, and by halftime, the fans can on them for being smashed so much by our whole country. I was busy. I was tuned in the background because my connection was terrible earlier. So I'm busy
yeah
listening to that. And I'm like, Lando, we just go there and we smash them. The fans will start moaning at the referee, but their players will feel it. And
yeah
again,
true.
I think the 7-1 was just someone who can play center and we can rotate obviously the position, but we shouldn't change what works. I mean, for us,
What you going
um,
for the 7-1 again?
I'd go 7-1. I think the reason why 7-1, right, is because we lost
Mm.
Vili. Vili, not sorry, not Vili, but we lost Bismarck.
Yeah,
Once we lost him in that scrum position, it made things, and in the hooker position, made things a bit difficult for the bomb squad because it's not really complete without him. And
Yeah.
and you know what he does. You know what he does in
yeah,
the breakdown. He's
sure.
for
That's
me one of the
incredible.
world's best. one of the world's best. And for once we lost him, it was always going to be difficult. So now we just go there, we smash them, bro. We smash them. We allow Libok to have his creative game. If
Yeah,
we see that if we see these guys are committing a lot of penalties, we make the swap early. Either we get Williams to kick, or we bring on Pollard. It's it's
Yeah.
rugby. It's not like it's disc. You can take someone off and you can't bring him back. So make a plan.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I
hundred
hear you.
percent. Now,
I
I
hear.
also agree with Money. Money is a flair player, bro. Like our backline, it's more fluid. The way we when we
It's
attack, we're
fluid.
more fluid. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Mm. But
yeah.
what do we do, guys? Do we play Lucanio?
hey.
Hey, that is a very good
Because
question. Hey,
it was itching me in the background. No, we're not mentioning Lucanio. This is Lucanio's game.
I
yo,
play
This
him.
this is
I
yeah
play him. I play him. And
yeah,
sorry, Jess, but I play him, bro. Like I was saying earlier, this is a situation where he's probably even Rassi said it. Like that's one player where you don't even see his, emotion. If he is he panicking, is he stressed? That's the calmest person on the field. This is the type of game you need that guy, you know? Like you need someone that calm, that cool, that collected, and that clinical. Like that's another thing. He's very clean. He'll make the right decision in the situations that he needs to
yeah.
make a decision.
And Lucanio is also a leader. Like he's
yeah,
we need a few more guys in that back line. I think a lot of those guys, about JC should be guys who are leading, but they don't. I, I don't know. He just doesn't do it well enough for me in general. So we need to have Lucanio in there. Yeah, I think he brings the right balance. And these days he's just another person like fucking people up. So
yeah.
it's nice to have
Yeah,
someone like that in the team.
I know, indeed, indeed. I also, it's just, of course, I haven't seen Lucanio play in a minute since that
same.
injury he's had.
Mm,
So for me, I'm hoping that he returns, and when he returns, he's back to full fitness, because I know definitely he's gonna be a main target if he does come back from by the French. They will almost probably target him and see whether or not this guy can, do the basic tackling. I mean, the French are also a physical side. They're not a push over. But yeah, man, like
Quick one. Who do you
yeah,
guys play at scrum off?
has to be fast.
personally,
It has to be Faf.
It has to be
mm,
fast.
mm,
For me, it
I
has to
like
be fast
I
because
like Ranick.
especially if you're playing money. If you're playing money, we have to play fast.
All right,
Mm,
I hear you.
yeah, from a
Because
balance standpoint.
Faf sometimes takes takes control of the kicking. Sometimes it doesn't need to go to the full back to kick.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah,
In open play, right? He also takes responsibility. So for me, it just gives um, relieves money of some unnecessary pressure that he doesn't have to have, especially in such big games. Let's just let him play his rugby. Don't I say cast? Let's see that play. We love he's there for the reason, and then
mm,
we just need to have faith in him. And I think if we can solve the kicking thing, and it's not his sole responsibility. I mean, it's 15 guys on the pitch
yeah.
um, who can kick. It's not like there's specific people who need to kick. But yeah, share the responsibility and just let them play, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When are you viewing it from a kicking standpoint, man? Cheese.
mm,
Whereas with me, man, hey, the reason why I like Ranick is because of his ability to run and exploit gaps. He's someone that is very good at that. Isn't he our top try scorer in this tournament with 4 tries? Because I think he scored a hat trick
yeah,
against and then of course that
But
tap and go against Tonga. I'm a person, I enjoy running. I enjoy guys who can run, dog, and and
yeah,
and 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 just go for the line more than you know a scrum off like Faf. But I do get where you're coming from, Cheese, because the beauty with our national team is that either or we still world class anyway. Yeah.
yeah. True.
Yeah,
100%, 100%.
that's the
But
beauty,
but
dog. Like, yeah, you can go, cheese.
no, but for me, we definitely take them out in the forward pack. Um, we need to scrum them. We need to maul, and most importantly, right? And I was looking at France in the breakdown. They're very very quick to get into the
Yeah,
breakdown. So we need to protect um our ball a lot. And then again,
yeah,
what I don't want to see as well, Ron, is that in that running, especially in against top sides, the running game is good if the chance is there, right? And
Mm,
sometimes it's nice to
yeah,
have those quick tap and goals and those pop pass off the tackle and those underarm passes and so forth. Yeah, it's good. But
yeah,
if the other team is set up nicely to intercept or to steal the ball if there's a breakdown, then we're just gonna shoot ourselves in the foot. If we have that
100%.
huge forward pack, let's use it. Let's use it. We have
Yeah,
7 other guys waiting over there. Keep it close to them. Let them fight for you in the breakdown. Our chances will be there. Last time
yeah,
when Mane hit that no look pass, that was forward play. Forward
yeah,
created that opportunity for us to do that, and we need to
yeah.
allow that sort of play.
yeah, yeah. I got a question for you guys. Where do you think France's weaknesses? Which area do you think we will most likely exploit? Because I know Rassi, he knows rugby more than me. I'm sure he's already got a plan behind the scenes. But where do you guys think we can exploit France?
I don't think they've been put under a lot of pressure. Eh?
Mm,
You guys saw how that New Zealand game went. They were barely put any under pressure,
yeah,
and besides the Tonga game, which I'm willing to throw aside, Ireland is probably the only team that scored the most points against us, and that was what, 13?
yeah, 13.
Like you've seen our lines, like to keep a team like Ireland to 13 points. You saw what they did to Scotland. To keep
Yeah,
a team like Ireland to 13 points, um, if we put those guys under enough pressure with the line speed that we have in defense,
yeah,
they won't do anything. And I think that's where we probably easily like one of the strongest sides in the World Cup is that line speed and our defense. And it's not a line speed where it's going to be caught offside. It's so good that
yeah,
there's been games where I literally just watch it and I'm just like, these guys the timing is so in sync. It's so on point. And then, it's not where and they've always got a sweeper in there. Like it's very well put together. If we put those guys under enough pressure and they think they're gonna try, do what they did to New Zealand with us, I don't think it's gonna work for them. We just need to put them
yeah,
on a lot our defense. Like
yeah,
if we go back even to the before we were even, I mean, to the last World Cup, Russia only had us for like 18 months, and there was that sequence in the final that everyone can reference, where we defended easily for like the first 15, 20 minutes of the match. All England got was a penalty. 3 points after
hmm,
dominating the first 15 to 20, like first 15 to 20 minutes. That's all they got in that period.
yeah,
And they did most of the rugby in our half. Like, I really trust our defense to pull through. As long as
Yeah, but
and it's been disciplined for the most part. And I just think if France is put under enough pressure, we it'll
we,
yeah
we,
the game
we, we
will go up.
we must also be fair to France. Like they've been good in terms of what they do.
Mm,
They like you'll see they don't play a lot of expensive rugby, right? They
yeah,
try to play a lot of positional play, sort of like NFL, right? Oh,
yeah,
yeah, NFL, where you're trying to push the opposition into spaces that they have to make a decision in terms of do we run with the ball, do we kick it back, and you don't
yeah,
want to kick it back to that fly half, that fullback, yeah, France, because that guy's
yeah.
deadly on his
Ramos.
feet. If he kicks
Yeah,
it back, he kicks it right into the five 5 meter. And then by then it's already under pressure. And again, I think the fly half reads the game. Not the fly half, the scrum half reads the game very
yeah,
well. Dupont
super well,
reads the game really well, and he creates
super
these
well.
opportunities for France. That will put sides in uncomfortable positions. So for me, it's definitely going to be one of the key points. And again, for us, we shouldn't. And again, I think in Ireland we also shot ourselves against Ireland, we shot ourselves in the foot by doing a lot of those trying to break the line. When there's opportunities to keep the ball and let's recycle it and force them under pressure to make mistakes. Yes, they did make mistakes. We didn't capitalize because our kicking wasn't the best. But I think we could have won that Ireland game. It wasn't like we played badly. So definitely the strength of our team is try to contain the ball, use our forward pack. We have another 7 guys out there, and again I agree with you on that point, Lando. It's going to be a tough game. Not many times have put them under the pressure that we can put them under, and we just need to focus on that.
Yeah, no, definitely. DuPont, yeah, for me, he's one of the threats, and yeah, man, I'm just hoping he's not 100%. Just to just give me a bit more comfort because he is a very tricky player. Very tricky.
Speaking
Yeah,
of, you guys remember? I think back in the day, they used to be like, they'll tell if there was a problem player, especially in the back line, they'll tell the flank to just target the guy.
yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind if a, you know, a Detoy is just put on him. Not
Yep,
necessarily
like
to like,
Skugberger. Skugberger did that
Yeah,
very,
just like at
yeah,
very well.
given opportunity, if you can get to him as he's touching the ball, do it. Like, just make him feel us. Like, physically make him feel us. Uh, I wouldn't be against that, but yeah, I don't know if teams still plan that way nowadays. I don't
Yeah,
think.
the problem now is that refs are not lenient to that. It's a easy penalty if your fly half isn't binded properly to the scrum and he's
Yeah,
going out to go and hit. That's a penalty.
yeah,
yeah, true.
Um, in the mall, if you're not in the mall and you're 5 meter and you go to for the fly off or you go for the scrum off, penalty because you definitely offside.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does make it a bit difficult, of course, nowadays, to do that. But there's always different ways to do it. I think um, scrum halves and flyers find themselves a lot of the time now having to protect the ball at times, especially if it's those quick breaks, and that's where you need to hammer them. In those in
yeah,
those in those situations where they find themselves in rucks, you hammer him. Even if it's a dead ball, just hammer him. Make him feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
Don't ever go back there again. So
yeah.
so yeah, we need to try to do that.
I know indeed, and as well, guys. Of course, even I just saw a comment. French. I think the French were just speaking on head collisions. You know how strict they are with head collisions nowadays. They were just saying that we must just be careful that we don't collide with any of their players because, of course, that will result in a red card. Which comes to the point that you were saying, Luando Ngoguti, we're not really liked when it comes to um, rugby, and all these teams are just waiting for us to fumble the
Well,
bag.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to show the tournament treat, guys. I just wanted us to segue a bit away from the box and of course, this is the road to the final, which is on the 28th of October. Not too far away, right? But yeah, Jids, I'll start off with this the first semi-final. Wales and Argentina. Do you think Argentina will beat Wales?
Hey.
I think Wales will have too much for them. Um,
Yeah.
like I was saying, Six Nations rugby has improved a lot. Um,
Yeah,
we've we in the Southern Hemisphere are very physical in terms of how we play rugby. Australia has tried to change that, and it has somewhat backfired. I think they are they when they come up against teams who are physical, it does get difficult for them. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I think Wales will probably take it, especially because they're bigger. But yeah, um,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm also
I,
picking Wales this one. Argentina haven't done enough to
ish,
convince me
dude.
otherwise. Like it will be a close game, I think. Um, but I see Wales coming out of that round.
I know indeed, indeed. Like ish. Now me with Argentina, I'm just disappointed in Argentina. Like, I thought maybe them playing us in the rugby championship would elevate them as far as them facing teams from the northern hemisphere. But we also in the group stage they lost to England, even though England were down to 14 men, which yeah, for me is it just showed how there's still a lot of improvement that needs to happen. But yeah, Wales, if hey Wales man, how they beat Australia, dog. Like, to beat Australia in the manner that in which they did is yeah, it makes me lean towards them as well.
yep,
But of
yep,
course,
exactly what I mean. Yeah,
I'll be supporting Argentina by heart, but but my mind, of course, is Wales here.
Yeah,
And
I
then and then the other semi-final, I'll just move to the right because these are the not so. I wouldn't say they the big ones, but quarterfinal three, England and Fiji. Um, do you
England, bro.
think do you think Fiji could cause an upset? Because I mean, Samoa did give England a tough time in their last pool game.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a close one.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
I
because
wouldn't
of the
be surprised if
physicality
we do
of
something.
yeah,
I wouldn't be
or maybe
surprised. This is not a
mm,
unbeatable England team. Like it's a solid team, but it's not a world beater.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think. But again, like you were saying, my heart will support Fiji, but
yeah,
it will
yeah,
come out tops, bro.
yeah, yeah. And when I choose, do you concur or
Y-
maybe when I you
yeah. No,
say
I think
other?
I think it'll probably be an England one. Yeah,
Yes. Ooh, I really don't like. I really don't like England, guys. I'm
I
I'm a,
don't-
I'm an English
yeah. I don't
hater.
blame you.
Yeah, hey, man, in all sports, even cricket, hey, the Pommies, man. I'm fine with them, man. And of course, quarterfinal two, which is also a cracker of
Ooh,
a game.
ooh.
Guys, here,
Yeah,
hey,
the
who do
banger
you
right
think
there.
will go through out of these two teams? Yeah.
Hey, corners will
Ireland and fun. I
clash.
mean, I'm going with Ireland. Fun.
Corners will clash.
New,
Ireland.
New Zealand hasn't been strong this World Cup. I
Yeah.
think Ireland will probably take this one.
Yes. By how many points, cheese? Will it be comfortable? Will it be by
Oh
10?
no, it's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be a tight game. I think New
Yeah.
Zealand always crank it up once they get to these stages. So it's gonna be a close game. Um, but yeah, I just think um Ireland might just take it.
Right, cool. And then Luando, do
I'll call
you?
New Zealand for this game, eh?
Hey, that's the
I'll,
spirit, dog.
I'll call New Zealand for.
Hey,
I just have a feeling, man. I just have a
yeah,
feeling.
they'll
Like
they'll just wake up.
I saw something about Ireland not having made it past the quarterfinal in like I don't know how many years. Like years.
Yeah,
There's a I don't know if they can manage the pressure now. I know they have the whole record of what 15, 16 games unbeaten now. If they can manage the pressure now, yeah, I might say yeah they probably go all the way. But if we're not there, but yeah, man,
yeah.
some of
You,
these players know this moment.
mm-hmm.
Um, Ireland is
Yeah,
great. Uh, But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with New Zealand. It's gonna be a close game. I won't be surprised if if either one of the teams wins. It's not gonna be a surprise, but yeah,
yeah.
I'll go.
and as well stylistically, these teams play the
Yeah, they're not
yeah, the
far off.
exact same style of rugby.
They're
You know,
not
the
far off.
game is very, very similar. Breakdown, they're very fast
Very quick.
in releasing the ball, you know. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a cracker this one, bro. It's gonna be a very close one in my opinion. It's gonna be a game of fine margins. And I'm also leaning towards New Zealand, bro. I think they're gonna bring Ireland back down to earth. You know,
Yeah, they've
them
got some,
being ranked
bro.
that them being ranked world number one does not mean anything.
Nah.
What matters is you lifting the Web Ellis. You know, I don't care even if we are ranked eighth, as long as we win the trophy. That's just what matters. You know,
Yeah.
but but by how many points as well? Do you think by 5, by 4,
Yeah, that's a five
by
point game there, man.
yeah, no. No, 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 indeed, 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 indeed. I know, of course, we've already discussed South Africa and France. I, I yeah, I think we're gonna win this game.
Sure.
Um, it's gonna be close, but provided that the ref isn't funny, bro. Provided that the dreams that I'm having at night of 2011 don't come true, I do think we we can beat France, bro. We can, you know, cause we can silence the crowd more than anything. There's nothing
Yeah.
nice than, you know, when your team scores a try and the silence, you know,
You know, I would
that's
love for
yeah,
us to pull out that performance we had against New Zealand.
dude.
Like she was
Just
saying, she was saying that
mm,
you must just come out and fuck them up, bro. Like from the
yeah,
on, shut them down, fuck them up. Like from the start, and, you know, just keep
yeah,
that foot on their necks. I would love to see that performance. Like I'd pay
mm,
big money to see that again. I hope we come out like that. But yes, it's gonna be a tough game. So
mm-hmm.
if it doesn't turn out like that, I won't be. It's not gonna be like a surprise. But yo, I would love for us to shut them up. Like I still need us to have a tone setting game. Like fuck, we the world champs. Like
Yeah,
you guys have been a lot has been said throughout this World Cup by all these teams. Like, I still need that game. That game we were like, fuck you, actually.
yeah, we the ones, we the
We
best.
the one, bro.
We yeah, we not here. We're not 3-time champs for no reason,
You
you know.
know, yeah.
Yeah. And okay, another thing, okay, I'm gonna just segue a
Oh,
bit.
stop it.
Oh shit. Hey, glasses are falling. Hey, no too no cheese, because I also see cheese sipping on something. He's not even drinking. What you sipping on, cheese? Eh? Oros. Don't lie. It's not
It's
Oros.
it's it's Oros. It's Oros, my bro. It's Oros.
No way. Yeah.
Besides, if I'm drinking something, I normally respect it and use a proper glass.
Oh, no. I hear you. I hear you, King. I hear you. I just wanted to ask, Jets. I read an article just now. Are we now part of the Six Nations? The Or is this article talking nonsense? Are we gonna join the northern teams for Six
I don't know.
Nations?
I don't know about that.
Yes, I don't trust this article. For me, just I was just reading it, Jay, and I it just didn't make sense.
So I wouldn't like be against it because
Yeah.
what was happening at Sansa was I felt it was very disrespectful to us. Like we were little broed there.
Mm-hmm.
Much
Hey, son. Lando
they
got kicked out.
they the who's and
Right.
what. So I'm not against it if it happens because I mean at club
Yeah.
level be there. And yeah, Sansa was just treating us funny.
Yeah, they were. They were, bro. They were. When I cheese, do you would you wouldn't mind us joining them up there?
No, I think it can be one of those. It's fine when we still do the tour. I think if we join
Yeah.
them, it's gonna be too much. I still think we need to keep our hemisphere, southern hemisphere things going. But I mean, I don't see a problem with it. except that it's just going to have a lot of fatigue because we're going to have guys away from their family for the longest time. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but like as Luando just mentioned, there needs to be a change in how Sansa treats us, because we can't be treated as like a country that isn't elite at what they do, bro. There needs to be a level of respect, and yeah, as far as improving the South, do you guys think it would be wise to extend in the rugby championship? Maybe extend it to your Fijis of this world, Samoa, have them also join, just to make it more interesting. And of course, it also improves, not just it improves the rugby across the southern hemisphere, because we've seen even with Argentina now always reach the latter stages of the World Cup.
Mm.
Even in the 2007 World Cup, they did reach the semi-final against us. And so yeah, I just think it's high time that we start expanding and just and in the south, in the southern regions, and just make our rugby, dope again, and also help Australia out, because ever since we've left, Australia have fallen off a cliff. I mean, this is my first time ever seeing no Australian team here, which is it never happens
It
in,
Yeah.
in
makes
in previous years.
for Portugal to join the Northern Hemisphere setup.
Yeah, they should. Yeah,
Yeah,
Portugal.
I mean,
Yeah,
but we also have Namibia, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
And also
Namibia, man.
about Kenya. Like it's the only
Yeah.
way. Like if you think back,
Mm,
Alex, remember when we were still in high school and
yeah,
we would have our rugby team going to tour Argentina.
yeah,
yeah, same.
So there was already a movement like way before, and it's one of those things which you can start now. Um, those instances where we start building those nations because it helps. It helps everyone
yeah,
else to have more competition down here. It makes us better. So yeah, it's a good idea.
yeah. No,
I,
indeed, indeed. Yeah,
I
Lando.
rate people join Europe, the Hemisphere teams. Geographically, it makes sense. They've literally shown in this World Cup that they've got something way like there, something to work with. They've got to. Uh, then, yeah, again, no,
Yo,
something needs to happen with bringing those countries forward as well, because it'll just benefit everyone in the long run. Also,
yeah,
international rugby is just from a you know a growth perspective. They need to look at this and say we actually have a solid product. We need to grow the game. I know one of the biggest gripes for content makers has been the fact that they haven't been allowed to use Rugby World Cup content on their platforms, um, whether it's YouTube and so on, uh,
mm,
for copyright reasons. Like they literally get shut down. It's anti fan, because you need viewers.
yeah,
Uh, Content creators are probably one of in this era the biggest channels to grow any kind of sport, because they either introducing people to the game, they teaching people the game, or they growing the knowledge in some shape or form. People are viewing your product. It's another channel. So I think IRB just needs to look at one growing those nations and setting up competitions for them or supporting them however in whichever way, and then just growing the product and where people can access the sport in terms of viewership. I think that's dwindled. That's probably gone down a bit.
yeah. And I fully agree with you on that one. So like there needs to be a change, bro. These smaller nations, because like even in this turn in this year's World Cup, there's certain games that I didn't even bother watching only because of the standard of the rugby. Like, I mean, like for instance, Romania were getting smashed by everyone in our group, and it was very one-sided, extremely one-sided. And I don't like that. There needs to be a bit of fight back. As much as South Africans, we want to win all our games, but our opponents also need to put up a fight. It can't just be a 76-0 and a clear one. It needs to. These teams need to start. Being developed, and they also need to also strengthen. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and that's exactly how we feel as men to defense as well. But that's um
Come on.
Man, this guy. Okay, I know. We hear you. We hear you, Cheese. We hear you, Cheese. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you watch the Proteas, Cheese, or did you?
yes. I was
Yeah,
watching the Proteas from ball one actually.
yeah. I
Um and
know.
and it was very surprising. I think um
Mm,
for some reason because Quinton knows Witten, he's almost done. He's matured into something else, and
mm.
it was beautiful to watch the way he batted. Again, you know how he is once he gets his 100. I feel like once he gets to 100, and Quinton's one of those guys that I think um are guys who should be after they make 100, they should be going all the way to make 200
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's that good. But he gets to that point, and I feel like he's like tired. Like I feel like now I'm bored. I want to go chill. In the dugout, he throws away his wicket. The way he threw away his wicket today was terrible. Um, he literally
mm,
he literally missed the ball, put it in his carried it in his arm and swung it onto the wicket. And I was like, what the hell? Um, and then the batting performances haven't got in stuck in a bit and got a few runs. Mudisa's favorite batsman also came in
mm.
and he put up
Maka.
a solid knock and then he's definitely improved. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very
Yeah,
happy to see him do so well. So so I think our batting order now is very solid. I think when Janssen came in at the end and he started knocking the ball around, I was like, yeah, we probably have a proper number 7 now down there. But then we came into bowl and Rabada was literally unplayable
mm,
from his first over. The video was tight, and just supporting Rabada while Rabada was killing them end to end. Um, and then when we took Warner, and it was a very loose ball from Ngidi. But Warner was so frustrated because he couldn't get Rabada away that he tried to smash one and went straight to Rusty. I think similar to when teams lose, like if we lose the cock early without getting run, it's the same with Australia if they lose Warner very early. They know they'll struggle to get someone who's going to smash a century once they get in.
yeah,
And especially in one day cricket, he's incredible. He's
yeah.
definitely right up there with the guys for the century for India, the previous game. But overall, good performance. I think our captain was brilliant in keeping it tight. And we filled it really well. We filled it really well.
Mm.
Um,
Extremely, bro.
yeah, we saved quite a lot of boundaries and we brought in saved a lot of twos and kept it to singles. So we're very sharp, and I think that's a very impressive performance. And I don't want to jump the gun, and I know Lando was speaking about it earlier that we know this team. We know
Hey,
we know
dude.
how they set us up, especially in the group stages. As soon as we get to crunch stages, we're watching like watching something else.
Yeah.
Quick question. Another question to you guys. This is all hypotheticals, ne? um, you have to pick one winner. Which team would you guys prefer to win the World Cup? The Proteas or the Springboks? Which one
Proteas,
would be deep?
Proteas, bro. It, it, just in our lifetime. So we we deserve something from the Proteas. Definitely.
You're right.
Yeah.
As New Zealand don't win the Rugby World Cup or England,
Oh, okay.
because New Zealand
Yeah.
Rugby World Cup, I'll be fine with whoever wins it then. Nah. But Proteas, I don't know if it would have. I don't think it would have. I don't know. Actually, it might have the same impact like when you know how the country goes when Springboks win the World Cup.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. We need it. The country really needs the Springbok. For me, and I mean the Proteas. I mean between. I mean for the fact that the Box has given us so much joy. You should see how much people love the Proteas. Man. Even when like
yeah.
they're doing so badly, like you can still feel when they're
Dude.
explaining it to you, and they're like, we lost
Yeah,
again. But you can see that the person is hurt that it happened again.
yeah,
Because it just flares up all those years, those
Yeah.
frustrations, those years of
dude,
disappointment. And if they do it just once, especially because it's bubble,
dude.
just once,
Yeah,
it,
dog.
it will be incredible, incredible.
And as well, I mean, we are a cricket nation. I mean, remember that Betway, that tournament that took place in Feb? All these stadiums were packed, every single one, countrywide, dog. So we are a nation of cricket, bro. And I think considering how it would be a save the best for last moment, like in the sense that no one would have seen it coming. See, if the Proteas would win, it would be like, what? Like it would all be in disbelief, it would be that sort of victory, bro.
It's
You
a
know,
crazy
and
both
then your
would.
boy Markram, and then see Cheese's boy Markram hits the winning runs, dog, to seal the
QDK, Wawa, QDK,
Judy
QDK gives
K.
me a nice 150 in that game,
Yeah,
and then I'll be more than
yeah,
happy. It'll be as satisfying as like watching Argentina win the FIFA World Cup. It'll be
oh
one of
yeah.
those things where it's like finally. I mean, when Spain finally won that World Cup in 2010, it's one of those moments of you've been such a good cricketing team or footballing team, and it's never happened for you. Even when you had your
Mm.
golden generation. I mean, we had a golden generation in which we had
You.
something like 5 batsmen in the top 10, more bowlers in the top. We had two of the best all round in the world, and we still somehow couldn't win it.
Ish.
So whatever Sangoma we need to pay this year, I'm willing to do. I'm willing to donate.
Yeah. No stress,
How,
it's yeah, London.
how about we just go and win both?
Hey, that's a flex and a half. Yeah, boy, Leo.
Uh,
I
Even
know,
better,
yeah.
even better.
Even better, even better. And I'm just asking people, Jay. Like, you're not the only people I've asked this question, Jay. It's just all hypotheticals, as I've said. Ideally, if both would win, yeah. Singajabula sonke. But I need to see right now, we still in a phase, especially with cricket. It's still the beginning phase. It's just our second game. So
Yo,
far so
I don't
good.
know what I would do with that much joy. Yo, I don't know what I would do. Ngaba Pirates is Ngaba Pirates MT champions, like so
Dude,
much joy.
uh,
In my life,
there's so much.
Champions League, treble, yo, I wouldn't know. Dude, I don't know.
You
Like
don't
I
know what
honestly
what
wouldn't know.
what losing is,
With all that
man. Hey,
happiness, gee whiz.
you have to share, man. You have to share with us,
Come on.
dog. We have to share with us. I know, but gents, I don't know if you have anything to add. Any last comments or remarks
Nah, go
to
poker.
add?
Go.
Yeah.
Well, we are because we're gonna be watching this on a Sunday evening at 9 o'clock. Either going to
Ish,
bed or very excited about Monday.
dude. Yo, and you make a valid point. Yo, and you know how Mondays are, bro. Ish. Yeah. But anyway, gents, thank you so much for joining in once again. Hopefully we can have another episode. If the box go through, we're going to. If they don't, I say, well, I'm not shooting that. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm
Now
kidding.
we're going
I'm just
through. We're
kidding.
going through.
Yeah, we're going through. We're going through. But we also have to have a cricket episode, kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
a
really
World Cup now,
do.
so
Yeah, it's a World Cup now, and at
and I
least,
need to apologize to Mudisi in person. So
Yeah, you do. Hey, because then you were coming from Akram, dog.
Yeah.
I
But
just,
Boy
hindsight is
wasn't.
2020. But hindsight is 2020. At the time, he was pathetic, though. Jeez.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that last year's T20 World Cup really, really, that was like the lowest of the lows, gents. Like Netherlands. Anyway. But anyway, gents, I hope you have an awesome one. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, help the brother out. This is Easy Sports, and we out.
So much.
Uncle.